Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I'm in the hills of Alabama, and I'll tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful place. Now I'm on the interstate now, but I've been on the side roads going from interstate to interstate, and boy, this is, I love it. This is country stuff. And but anyway, what I wanted to talk about was I'm on my way back, heading back to Oklahoma from Florida. I did a preparedness class in Oklahoma, and we were out in the out in the boonies. There's a lot of people in Florida, but they're all along the coast. And you get in the center, well, then that's the real Florida folk, and they're country folk. They really are. I was shocked. First I thought it was just all northerners, but it's not. But they said there's 10% of them are real Florida folk, but and they're southern folk. And but anyway, I did a class with them. It was maybe 10, 12, something like that. And I told everybody to bring their handguns, the ones that they're going to carry. If they're going to have a bug out, bring the weapons they're going to carry on a bug out. And they did. They brought their weapons. And like always, when I start my presentations, when I'm doing this stuff, I pull my handgun out and I throw it. And then I say, I got my AK, and then I take it, and I throw it. So I give them a toss, and then I look for other people to give me their guns so I can throw their guns too. I don't know what it is, man. There's no takers. There's no takers on this stuff. And like I was trying to, like I say, my experience in combat is when the shooting starts, you're looking for a hole. You're looking for something to get behind. You're looking for something. You're not going to stay where you're at. And normally what you do is you throw your weapon first, and then you go wherever your weapon went. Your weapon is not tied to you, because in case you're jumping off the side of a hill or something, you don't want to have a chunk of iron strapped to you as you're rolling down the hill. You're going to be all busted up. It's going to be a terrible fall anyway. Boy, you don't want to have something like that hooked onto you. So you throw your weapon first, whether you're throwing it through a window and then you're jumping through the window, or like I say, a ditch, whatever it is, you throw your weapon first and then you go. So, so like I say, I'm telling people, you know, give it to me. Nobody wants to give it to me. No problem. And then the same thing. As we're doing the class, it was a 4-hour class, and then you can see everybody's setting their guns down, and then after about an hour and a half, now we didn't have anybody knock their guns down, but like I say, they were laid on something or sitting up against something or something like that. But this is just a 4-hour class, and then after a while, about an hour and a half into it, it started a little bit of rain. There's a little bit of sprinkles and stuff. Boy, you can see them start putting away their weapons. They got to get their weapon out of the weather. Okay, and then these are all things that are telling you, in a bug out, you want the weapons that are going to function no matter what. And they were right back to the revolvers. Some had good holsters, some didn't have good holsters, and like I say, they had to do something with their weapon. Now they found out the importance of a holster. And then the ones with the holster on the side of their leg, they can see that gets kind of uncomfortable too. So I say, in a bug out situation, or in any kind of a bad situation, you want your weapons close to you. And it's going to be holstered if it's a handgun, and it's going to be on you some way or another if it's a rifle, or it's going to be leaned up against something or something like that. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your weapons. Now we're right back to what I talk about. I made a video. The 2 weapons you have to have. You have to have the hammerless Smith & Wesson 38, and then an AK-47 with 4 magazines. Okay, this is a prime example. Revolvers are easy to maintain, and so you'd have it with you. It's small and easy to hang on to. And the AK-47 is the same thing. I threw my AK, no problem. I didn't have any fancy optics on it that I had to worry about. Like I say, when I got done, I went over there and I grabbed my handgun, started shooting it. Just put a round in the chamber and then started shooting it. Put a round in the chamber in the AK and started shooting that. And they're really efficient. They do their job. So keep that in mind. The weapons that you think are going to be your bug out weapon or your primary weapon, make sure it's something simple and easy to function no matter what. Okay, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.